and reddish. I think it's also kind of blue and purplish. I like them here. But you see here where the Hocus Pocus, that's a warm one. That's a warm one. That's a warm one. That's a cool one. Cool, cool, warm. These right here, I did warm, warm, cool, warm, cool, cool. So the red and the yellows have the warmer bulbs, and the purples and the blues have the cooler bulbs. And I think it makes each color pop a little bit better. So I'm a fan of that. Now if you look down here, these ones in the center I have not replaced yet. And you can see how washed out they are. The bulbs are probably pretty old. But I'm going to replace these with LEDs, and they should pop and look really good. Now you'll see there's incandescence in some other spots. I'd like to keep incandescence in these general illumination lights that stay on all the time, just because I don't want everything in the game with a 60 hertz buzz or a kind of a ghosting thing. It depends on some games are better or worse at it. But when you're looking at your game and you're looking at the play field, look at what games are, what bulbs are always going to be kind of in your line of sight. If you see a GI that's always in your line of sight, for example, like this one right here, that might not be a good one to replace with an LED, especially a super bright one, because you don't need it, you know, blinding you. So I use things very tastefully when I do this, and it comes out really good. Now another reason why you want to put LEDs underneath the playfield is because they don't generate anywhere near the heat that incandescent bulbs do, and the heat underneath these bezels will cause the plastic to dry and to warp and to distort and cause all kinds of problems. This is especially prevalent in the older games. So replacing them with LEDs extends the life and makes everything work better. Same thing with pop bumpers. If you go up here and you look at the pop bumpers, big fan of putting LEDs in pop bumpers for a number of reasons. Okay. And these are different LEDs with a little single surface mount thing without a bezel on it, because I like that kind of little pinpoint thing. This is subject to a lot of vibration. Incandescent bulbs don't last nearly as long as LEDs. They can handle better the vibration better, so that works out well. They don't generate a whole lot of heat, and these bulbs are encased in this thing, so there's not really any venting. What ends up happening, and you'll notice it a lot with the older games, incandescent bulbs heat up and they'll leave a little burn spot on the top of the pop bumpers. You don't have that with LEDs, so I'm a big fan of using that. Stuff like in here, in these lane guides, it's a matter of personal preference. If you can get to them and you like the look, like these are incandescents underneath here, but I bet if I put cool white underneath these ambers, it might give it a kind of a nice little hue change to it. But I think it looks pretty good. I may not change that. So there you go. It's a real good idea to do it. It reduces the power footprint, makes the game run cooler, a little bit more reliable, less maintenance. But the key is you need to do it tastefully. I would generally keep the incandescents in the GI, always try to replace them in the playfield inserts, and also in the back box, and that'll make your game run cooler and a little bit better. So thanks for watching. For more, visit pinballhelp.com.